Humanity, in general, tends to make the Senate a bit paranoid. That's true. You see, back when they were discovered during what they call the Antiquity, the higher-ups were startled by their magic. All sentient species, and a lot of non-sentient ones, have magic powers to some extent, but for most of them it's limited. Psychokinesis, telepathy, the odd pyrokinesis, etc. Now, I say limited in comparison to humans because these guys are crazy powerful. So when the fleet observed those primitives, they witnessed things like cleaving a freaking ocean in half, declaring pathways, invoking fire tornadoes, controlling weather on a continental scale, or even raising the dead. Yes, I know that modern technology can resurrect the recently dead with hermetic imprints or whatever, but we're speaking about stage 1.2 primitives. They're the most powerful spellcasters for the rest of their species and a high-level threat for our government. So they decided to do something about it. A motion was put to a vote, and, as you know, they enclosed their whole system with an anti-magic field, with kill it with fire shortly behind. Rumor has it that what tipped the vote was a couple of senators being afraid that the humans might somehow survive an extermination order and seek revenge. But that was thousands of years ago, so nobody can confirm that. Long story short, the field is in place, the biggest anti-magic field in the history of the galaxy. People are sent there to monitor the humans, who end up filing the magical powers of their past into the myth and legends category. They appear to make negligible technological progress in the following centuries, so we kind of forgot about them. Without Magitech, they're stuck in stage 1 anyway, unable to leave their planet. In the end, there's only one guy left looking after the bots, keeping the field working. Then it happens. Around 10 years ago, some faint FTL signatures are detected in a solar system close to the human homeworld. The region, being basically empty wilderness, is ignored. Nobody has the time to deal with what we thought was small-scale illegal mining. But it grew. Soon, we had no choice but to admit that somebody was setting up a colony there. We investigated and found humans thriving. They managed to reach stage 3 FTL tech without magic, slow, inefficient, primitive FTL that a broke Gurlak wouldn't want for free, but FTL nonetheless. Jaws hit the Senate floor hard when the news reached it. Let me tell you. Even early in stage 2, humanity had a hunch that magic was a thing. They called it dark matter, dark energy, the missing piece of the puzzle of the universe. They tried to capture it for decades without results, obviously. And now they were outside of the anti-magic field, and magic was everywhere. They were rediscovering their long-lost powers. Slowly. While the Senate was locked in debates, don't forget that there were other things they had to take care of as well. The Quell vast mineral crisis was in full blow back then, remember? Humans figured out that something was blocking dark energy from entering their home system. Quickly enough, they figured out that something was someone. And sure enough, they found the field projectors and captured the technician. What followed was the most tense first contact between the species and the galactic community since the introduction of the feral, and those were warlike hired miners who had spread across 215 systems and suffered a century of slavery raids before the Senate stepped in. Thanks to the hostage situation, amongst other things, humanity secured a far better deal than most species, including a boatload of tech, entire libraries worth of scientific knowledge over magic, 30 light-years of expansion space. Most species are happy if they get 15, and, of course, the deactivation of the anti-magic field. The deactivation is a story in itself. You don't just turn off a system-wide anti-magic field that was running for millennia and expect nothing to happen. I wish there were recordings of the human leadership's faces when their fourth planet, Mars, sprang back to life in a matter of weeks. I have one of the Senate when they learned that the planet terraformed itself for free. Priceless. And thus, humanity integrated itself into the galaxy with more or less success. The first time a human walked into a bar in the Fringe made the front page. The guy was bullied by Talents. He pulled his gun, so Talents disarmed him with telekinesis, making a grave mistake by reminding the human that magic was a thing. The resulting fireball killed 5 people, injured 13 more, and melted $20,000 worth of furniture in the bar, the street, and the building on the other side of the street. Humans quickly and strictly forbade magic duels. We had no such law and soon learned the error of our ways when a fight between a human crime lord and a human bounty hunter leveled a city block on Vekel 5. Despite all of this, someone was stupid enough to declare war on them. I don't care if you have the best military this side of Nebula 331. taking on people who have both the best non-magical tech in the entire freaking galaxy and individual magic abilities powerful enough to make the lack of proper magitech void is just plain suicide. 3 separate survivors swore they saw the souls of their comrades being sucked out. Stories of impenetrable golems, an undead force, and a destroyer being taken out by a planet-side projectile, which, after inspection, turned out to be a tank, faced magically superior foes. The Qataris deployed anti-magic en masse. Humans retaliated by doing the same. Sadly, it only meant the humans had to return to conventional fighting and lost an advantage they never relied on anyway, while their opponents were all but crippled. The most notable effect of this was the spaceships. Humans had non-magical FTL backups. Not the Qataris. The fight between a navy locked at sublight speed and a navy that went about as well as you'd expect for the first. But here I am making humans sound like horrifying monsters of death and destruction. They're not like that. Not all of them, anyway. For each human frying innocence by accident or sadism, there is another using their powers for the good of all. Humans can be an anti-grav crane, a firefighting corvette, and a rescue ship all at once, in a package barely half your size, and more often than not, completely free. It's sad that the media, and people in general, remember the incidents involving lightning storms and self-hurling living concrete, but not, say, the Tenmachi crash, where 3 human bystanders saved 10,000 lives by diverting the course of a crashing spaceship. All in all, I think we are better off with the humans than without. And no, I'm not saying that because I married one. Not entirely, anyway. Music. You.